Hi everyone, this is Brian Seymour, Director of Instructional Technology for Pickering Local School District. I have some very exciting news I'd like to share with you. The Technology Department, we are purchasing a copy of a program called Airserver for every single teacher and administrator in the district. Airserver is an app that goes on your computer that will allow you to mirror any type of iOS device. So your iPad, your iPhone, all the iPads in your classroom, so on and so forth. You can actually mirror up to 4 devices at a time up on your screen, up on your projection screen or on your whiteboard through your computer. So what will happen here shortly is we are in the process of purchasing these. When they get purchased, we'll let you know, and you will end up installing this app down here called Airserver onto your computer, onto your staff computer. Okay, so what you'll do when this happens is you will go into your apps, and these are all my different apps, and there's an app called Self-Service. So when you click on this is the one that we use to help you install some of your printers, some of your other pieces and parts, and you can see there's a few things here. There will be one, probably somewhere down here, that will say Airserver, and it'll look like this. And what will happen is you will have to install that onto your computer. Now when you install it onto your computer, it's a very simple little app to use. I'm actually going to close it down here. All you have to do, move me a little bit over here, is launch this app. And you'll notice that it comes up here, up into your toolbar. Now, there's a couple of different things that you can do on this. So under Preferences, you can go to do you want a password to set? So do you want the kids to have to enter in a password when they're doing this? On-screen password, passcode, so on and so forth. Do you want audio to come through? How do you want it displayed? What do you want the mirroring to look like? And a couple advanced things. We'll go over those here in a few minutes. But all you have to do, and I'm going to move me over here just a little bit, is get an iPad, okay? And on your iPad, okay, all you have to do is a swipe, let's see how I can do this, is a swipe up from the bottom. And you're going to notice that when this is activated, it acts kind of like an Apple TV. It allows you to mirror through there. There's a little button that says AirPlay, and then you just want to click on whatever computer it is that you want. So for example, it says Brian Seymour's MacBook Air. I'm going to swipe up on that, and now you can see up here on the screen, you can now see my iPad. Okay? And then anything that I do on my iPad is now being mirrored directly onto the screen. So once again, let me show you how I did that. So swipe up, and then there's this little button here that says Brian Seymour's MacBook Air right now. It will originally say AirPlay. Click on that. Click on the computer that you want. And then the mirroring button has to be turned on as well. So please make sure that that is slided over so that it's showing green. If it shows no green, it disappears. But if it shows green, then it'll pop back up. Okay. Now, like I said, you can get multiples of these up here at one point in time. So I've got another iPad sitting here that I borrowed from somebody. And I'm going to do the exact same thing here. AirPlay, mirror it, green. And now I can get another one. And now you can see that it took away the background. So now I've got 2 of them up here that I can have kids doing things on. And you can actually get 4 of them up here at the same time. If you do 4, you have to have them up here like this, and it resizes it around a little bit. Okay? But we'll put it back to here so you can kind of see what it looks like. Okay? So if I'm a teacher now and I say, you know, this person here's doing something I don't want them to do, or I want them gone and I want a new student up, all I have to do is click on here, and now we're back to the one screen. Okay? But thinking about this, you can get whiteboard apps. So let's say I wanted to do a whiteboard app. And let's go into whiteboard here. Okay, so I can turn this sideways. Move my screens around here a little bit. And now I have in the hands of every single one of my students, I have a whiteboard app. So I could ask them to do a math problem. I could ask them to do really anything that I would want them to do. And then you as the teacher, so if you wanted to do a math problem, let's do something simple. Okay, so just did that with my finger. And now you can have them draw, you can have them write, you can have them do whatever it is that you would want them to do on an iPad. And now you can be able to project that onto your screen or onto your whiteboard and be able to have an interactive whiteboard experience with every single one of your kids, and then also to be able to have those discussions about, what if one kid put this up, but another kid did the same problem, and they did, maybe they did 64. What's going on with that one kid that they're not able to do what you wanted them to do? So you could have some discussions on those types of things. You could also have different problems being put up. Maybe the first kid does problem number 1, problem number 2, problem number 3, problem number 4. You could do art projects with this. So anything that you would want, and you can see the sound comes through too. So really anything that you would want to have on your iPad, you can completely 100% project that. So if you wanted to do something in Google Drive, you could have that projected as well, and the kids could be working on their iPads, and that could be projected. If you wanted to do something dealing with the news, let's say you wanted CNN up.
This is CNN.
You could have kids find articles or find news resources or something like that, and you could have them put those up. Really, anything that you can do on the iPad, you could do on here. Okay? So that is coming to every single teacher and administrator in the district. We are hopefully going to have that up and running by the end of December, and hopefully be able to give it to everybody as soon as they get back from winter break. And we'd like to see some really cool and interesting things that all the staff members are doing with us. So once again, that is Airserver, and if you want to check out, the website here is airserver.com/Mac, and this will give you some information here as well on how to utilize Airserver in the classroom. It's good under the education piece here. Gives you some really good examples of how they've used it in the past. So I think this will really make a really good next step in our world with all of these iPads that we have. I'm very excited to see what you guys can do with your kids, and if you've got some fun and exciting things, please invite me out to schools. I'd love to see what you're doing in your classrooms with technology. So thank you very much, and enjoy the rest of your day.